Zars, how's it going? How's it going? Well, welcome in, guys. This is the Limit Break Radio stream. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Limit Break Radio, but Limit Break Radio used to be a Final Fantasy XI podcast. For a long time, it was a Final Fantasy XI podcast. And then about 2014, we brought the show back from cancellation and made it into a Final Fantasy XIV show. And once again, we are bringing Limit Break Radio back from cancellation. Sunday, December 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. There may or may not be the addressing of whether or not Limit Break Radio in its revival could cover Final Fantasy XI content. So, if you're a Final Fantasy XI fan, or if you were a fan of Limit Break Radio back when we used to cover Final Fantasy XI, Sunday, December 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern, right here at Limit Break, or twitch.tv/Limit Break Radio. We're going to be talking all about the future of Limit Break Radio. Haven't played this game since A Realm Reborn. Looks completely different from what I remember. Well, I mean, we're in one of the starter cities, so it shouldn't look too terribly different. You know, if you played during 1.0, it probably looked very different. I know everything looked different. Much shittier, in fact. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go someplace where, you know, if you haven't played since A Realm Reborn, someplace that would be new to you.
Ishgar?
I was thinking Charlayan. I mean, let's just go. Yeah, let's just rocket you right there. Are we, by the way, are we good to queue here in a minute?
Yeah.
No, I meant your UI and the job that you're on. Oh, I am on Dark Knight. So yes, that was not a part of A Realm Reborn. Although during A Realm Reborn, I was a warrior. Looks like Dark Knight from 11. Well, yes, it does. That's on purpose. But hang on. Is that like a DPS like in 11? No. So Dark Knight is a tank in 14, but that's okay. If you don't like that, then you can always... Oh. There we go. Hang on. Server's catching up. You can always level Reaper, which is a lot more like Dark Knight in FF11. It is a DPS in 14. So, you know, you kind of get your option.
The only difference is you don't have to fight for accuracy in this game.
That is very true. You're not constantly whiffing. So here's a city that you're likely not familiar with. Just added as a part of Endwalker, but gorgeous nonetheless. This is Charlayan. If I ever try 14 again, I'll be Dark Knight. Nice. I love hearing that.
Same. That's my main too. Best tank. Well, not really, but I like it the best.
All right. So we are ready. All right. So we're about to do the first dungeon of the Endwalker expansion, the Tower of Zot. Insta-Q.
Oh, also, if you used to play Ninja, they completely reworked it. It's a lot better for people with high latency now.
Nice.
Yeah, they actually put ninjutsu on the global cooldown, so that way you're not trying to fit in 4 button presses in between global cooldown.
Yeah, it was like, you got a triple weave. And it's like, what?
Yeah, and then min-maxers were like, yeah, actually it's just better to throw the shuriken and only use 1 mudra, turns out. So then they decided to rework it to make it a little more viable. Make it so you actually use your cool abilities. Yeah, the new summoner is fantastic.
All right. Should I pull more? Are you good for more, Zem? I should probably have, whatchamacallit on. Would help me tank. Just a little bit.
Oh, grit?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, a little pull.
Whoops. Oopsies. Yeah, I don't even have the greatest gear, so... You guys are gonna have to kind of live with it.
Just go to Twitter and bitch about your parcels.
I ran into that audio bug.
So, the audio bug?
Yeah, you know about the known issue. Sometimes when you switch sound devices, certain sounds just stop playing.
Oh, no.
Completely. It's super random. It's amazing. Like right now, I have all the sound effects and I have the music, but when I start casting, none of my spells have sound.
Awesome.
Only switching targets has that little click sound, but no actual spell effects. So that's weird.
Interesting.
It's actually a little jarring to play Red Mage without the sound. I'm like, where's all my flashiness?
I think I might be the only one that has not done this before.
Looking around at this part's really cool. A lot of little shit in the environment.
God damn it. Alright. Fuck it. They can just have it then. I'll warn you now, if you pull hate, you can keep it. Also, my first time through dungeons, I don't do big pulls.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to do wall-to-wall the first time.
All right, someone want to clue Rue in?
Wow.
Or Rod, or whatever the fuck?
Schick? Mr. Schick?
T13, yeah.
Need your sister time.
Hey. Oh shit. I dig the fucking music.
That's really good.
Ah, fuck me. I clicked off of the goddamn game trying to turn up the goddamn music. Bro, what the fuck? I'm gonna die.
Only the last fight has a tank buster that actually like gets hard.
Well, I'm sitting on 4 Vuln stacks. That's why I say that.
Yeah, but I can Valkyrie you, keep you up. Just gotta babysit you a bit.
Well, just for 30 more seconds. Music is fucking phenomenal.
Damn. Couldn't absorb that before they were on. Like how the other cat's just like, I'm not soaking. I got damage to do. Black sniper the rest of
Which is silly because Summoner is the most mobile caster and doesn't really need to stand still.
I was kind of hoping Sage was going to be a little bit more mobile.
I mean, you have a dash.
Well, I have the dash, but
That's more mobile than most healers. Except Scholar gets the AoE sprint, so I don't know which one actually counts as better mobility.
Hey, take it easy, Ryoku. Thank you again for the gifties. Appreciate it.
Velner, no, not really. Like in 11, 14 doesn't have like EXP penalties for death and shit like that.
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure.
Just get a damage debuff. That's it.
Is there, like, this is a serious question, is there any MMO in the last 12 to 15 years that has a damage penalty or a penalty for dying that's not just like a stat penalty temporarily? Like, I can't think of anything besides like maybe repair bills in some games, right?
Yeah, for the most part. There might be in like Ashes of Creation, but
Yeah, I think durability loss is like the global penalty for dying in like 90% of games.
Right, and then a stat debuff temporarily sometimes.
yeah, 5-minute weakness, kind of like 11.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole like XP leveling down thing, that was just too punishing, I think, back in the day.
I loved it.
Yeah, I did too, because it made people fucking shape the fuck up. Especially when they're like 500 EXP away from not being able to equip their shit.
I feel like there's something to be said when you reach the pinnacle of being able to start focusing on like other progression systems and not like losing what you've achieved.
Yeah, except FF11 just keeps throwing progression systems on top of progression systems.
That does seem to be their strategy lately.
Yeah.
Because they had job points back in the day, right?
Yeah.
That was the original one.
Yeah.
And then they
I am
stopped.
gonna take these in further.
The new master thing, that's like on top of the job points? or
Yeah.
something?
Oh yeah.
Crazy how they keep going. You guys reading those interviews they've been posting on the We Are Vanadale site?
No, I probably should though.
I only glanced at a few of them, but the ones I looked at seemed interesting.
Are they just sort of like reminiscing about what the game was like back in the day, or
Most of them, but what was disturbing was the one guy going, "Yeah, I don't even like online games," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, this is so telling.
yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Like, I read that one recently, and I was like, "Okay, so this tracks great, cool." There's a few good ones though in there, but yeah, a lot of it is either reminiscing or going, "Hey, by the way, back when I remember we ran into this issue and blah blah blah." But it's pretty good.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if that was fucking Tanaka himself.
It wasn't. I checked. I was like, that's not Tanaka, right? Okay. one of the other higher ups there, I guess.
Well, because I mean,
financial simulator.
Well, but like Tanaka would make sense because, like, dude, he worked on the original Final fucking Fantasy. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think he was sort of conscripted into doing 11 or making 11 work. I don't think that it was necessarily his passion.
Not only that, though, in one of the interviews, they pretty much apparently they said they mandated that in like something like 80 to 90% of the company all moved to work on Plan Line 11 or related systems.
Yeah, it was a big internal push because like people forget, but like there was at one point, you know, like the official strategy guide for 9 had a big Play Online component where you had to enter in URLs to like get the fucking full I don't know what the fuck.
Well, I know that at the time, you know, EverQuest obviously was pretty popular. Stuff like WoW hadn't come out yet, and then what is it? .hack was airing.
Yeah,
there was a lot of big hype around like just MMOs in general, what they could be, and I think Square just really wanted to piece that by.
Well, it was clear that like Play Online was a much bigger vision for what it was, which was just a launcher for FF11.
Right. Yeah, they clearly wanted that to be a platform, and it just never panned out.
Yeah, because I know how much I used my Play Online email address.
That was so funny. Like, I want to meet someone who's like, yeah, I used my Play Online email regularly to this day. Imagine.
It's like saying you're using your Comcast email.
I actually know 2 people who still use their Optimum Online email, and I cringe every time I see it. I'm like, you got to stop.
It's like that one relative that still has an AOL address. You're like, why?
Yeah.
How?
Where did you get the disc?
In the tech field, at least, I know a lot of people who, if you don't have a Gmail or an Outlook extension, they are automatically like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah. Yeah, she's a Dragoon. So she should die quickly.
Yeah, just let her body hit the floor.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was a little quick. I forgot that's a bait. Based on where the orbs are, you're supposed to kind of know ahead of time where the safe spot is. I forgot to.
Ow.
No.
Shit. Why couldn't I move?
There's a stun thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I got stunned in it too. Not paying attention. The one that's not moving is the real one.
Fuck.
It's always behind the one that's not moving. That's the safe zone.
Well, somebody had even moved me into the... I tried to help on that one. Just catching a lot of bad stacks.
I thought I avoided that one. God, latency.
All right, onward.
How you been liking Sage, Lloyd?
I've actually enjoyed it a lot more than Scholar.
That's not surprising.
Say what now?
So, I've been playing Sage since I hit level 70.
Ah, nice.
So, and it's just basically I put my thing on the tank and I just attack shit. That's all I do. And then occasionally do some AoE healing.
Nice.
Alright, have a night all.
Night.
Laters.
I thought it was really funny when I was looking at their spell list and I saw that one move.
Pepsis.
It's like, hey, Lloyd likes Pepsi. Here, this is the job for you. They can give everybody Pepsis.
I love Pepsi.
I'm kind of surprised you overlooked Flemma, though. Like,
It's like,
it's like smegma, but phlegm. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
the naming of some other abilities is a little interesting. Actually, still have to unlock Reaper. I haven't even done it yet.
You got 290s, but didn't unlock any of the new stuff.
I unlocked Sage, and I did a dungeon with it. I got to 71.
Neat.
I mean, I technically have 3 90s because I leveled Summoner, so I have Scholar as well.
Right.
And I've been spamming Fates for the last 2 days for the shared Fate stuff.
Yeah, it's for some of the zones like Garlemald. Never mind.
Yeah, you need to shut the fuck up right now.
Sorry about that. Saying some of the zones are big, so yeah, the riding map helps.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's nice that you only have to do 6 Fates to get the level 2 to get the riding maps. It's the same as Shadowbringers.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. Not much investment for the riding map. The riding map doesn't help once you can fly, though, right? It's only ground speed.
I believe it does help in like newer zones. It does. The riding maps in ARR don't affect flying though. I think
Gotcha.
for every other, your riding speed affects your flying in every other zone though. Because I only know that because I only know that for well, at least in Shadowbringer zones, the riding speed is affected. So I would assume it does in Endwalker as well. Because we were doing
Right.
maps, and I think we were in El Meg, and I didn't have the riding map there, and somebody just like flew past me. It was just like, oh, okay.
Bye.
Oh, speaking. Where's the timers? Yes.
Nice. I like the music a lot.
Yeah, it's really good. This one's a remix, right? Or like one of the other themes?
Maybe? I'm not sure.
It's usually always a play off like the main theme of the expansion. It's like the Shadowbringers final boss was like a play off of the main theme there.
Right. Kind of got blocked by AoE there for the group save.
Do I need to be worried about tanking all three of them? Or are they just gonna stick to me?
I mean, when I did it, the caster didn't really do much, so I didn't bother. Minerva, I didn't bother with her.
I take it they keep going back to those marks again and again?
Yes. They'll keep resetting their positions periodically.
Excuse me.
Oh my god.
Dude. Stop! Oh my god.
Red Mage the new Dragoon?
No, I'm just doing it.
No, Summoner's the new Dragoon, because that Ifrit dash has gotten me killed so many fucking times now.
I don't think I used that that alternative displacement move enough as Red Mage, like, to save myself from doing risky plays. Yeah, I do the backflip because I know it's more damage and I shouldn't.
What's the same damage now?
No, it's 50 less. Oh, no, it is the same. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
they fixed it. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I won't bother them. Yeah, I haven't really looked into the Redmaze changes too much. This has just been my like side quest character.
Do you have one character, or do you harken back to WoW and have multiple characters?
No, I'm using the wrong term. It's my side quest job. I only have the one character. Used to using certain terminology, sorry.
I know, I'm just giving you shit.
I like to adapt to the game I'm playing when I can. I try.
Not a robot. I know the vernacular.
All right. I'm assuming I'm going straight into a cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to turn you guys down.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
This is what
Okay.
we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
No, I don't think they mean penis, Lloyd.
And that should be the end of it.
Is clearly not the end of it.
What now?
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Are we going to get a Deus Ex Magica moment? It appears that maybe we are.
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
Yeah, instead it's Death Stranding, but with elephants.
Still on the island where the tower stood.
Instead of fish.
'Tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Raha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
That explains the lack of obvious injuries.
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Well, there we go. Zemless exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat will get you the link to the LBR Discord.
He was in it earlier. He was just in the old channel.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just telling him to join party chat, but it doesn't seem he can find it.
Gotcha. That's all right. I'm pretty much wrapping up after this, so anyway.
Semless, you were literally in the Discord.
And there you go. Yeah, you are in the LBR Discord. I see you.
Yeah, he was literally in the on hold channel while we were in the dungeon.
Oh. I mean, you could have moved.
You could just click in here.
Yeah, see, look, he's in the on hold channel right now again. There you go.
Congratulations.
Hey.
To the right one.
Hey.
What's happening?
Not too much. Yeah, for some reason I can't join that voice channel. Maybe my iPad's acting up. I don't know.
That is weird. Because that's the one that's available for everyone.
Oh.
Yeah. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Radz-at-han for treatment. Alice and Y'shtola oversee the administration of the tempering treatment with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. All right, there we go. I just needed to finish the quest. All right. Well, this is where we will end up picking up tomorrow, folks. 7 p.m. roughly should be the start time. I will wait to take the channel live until I've actually connected to the server. So that we can get straight into playing some Endwalker as opposed to getting me sidetracked on some, topic of discussion or other. Thank you guys for hanging out, whether it was for some Final Fantasy XIV here or whether it was for hanging out and watching the Game Awards. I really do appreciate you stopping by. Shout out to Ryoku for giving so many gift subs here in the stream tonight. Also, shout out to Velner and Robbie for the raids. Appreciate it, guys. Also, Dark Flux, Hall Gaming, and who else? Let's see, Echo Revelations, Morgan Freeman. Thank you all for the resubs. Really appreciate it. Velner says, thanks for showing some FF14. Appreciate it. If you want to see more, again, come back here tomorrow. 7 p.m. is about when I will be looking to get into the game. Although I will say, excuse me, I will say that if I get into the game earlier, I will go live earlier too. So a lot of that will depend on how work goes for that day. But keep an eye to the social medias at Nate Benderama, at Limit Break Radio, and you'll definitely know when the channel goes live. Going to remind you again, the next episode of Limit Break Radio, Sunday, December 19th, 4 p.m. Yeah, that's not a misprint. The show is coming back. We're going to be doing our final episode in our reunion series, which you can find those episodes over on YouTube, and soon you're going to be able to find those on the on the podcast feed. Before too long, I've unfortunately been very bogged down with other work that has needed my attention, but we are going to be getting those to you sooner rather than later. But we want you to be here Sunday, December 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be taking your calls on what you think of Endwalker. We're also going to be sharing our own thoughts about Endwalker, catching up with Kahlo and Prince Clary, checking out what they have thought of Shadowbringers, as they now have been released from the funny farm that is Checkpoint XP. So make sure that you catch up with them. And we're also going to be talking about the Limit Break Radio revival that's going to be coming in 2022. So make sure you're going to want to hear all about this. trust me, if you're a Limit Break Radio fan, if you're not a Limit Break Radio fan and you want to learn more about it, ! Archive in the chat will get you a link to the Limit Break Radio podcast archive, both for Final Fantasy XI and Final Fantasy XIV. So you can go ahead and sample some of our older shows to your heart's delight, and you can get kind of an idea of what you can expect for the revival of Limit Break Radio. But Limit Break Radio, being what it is, never stays the same. So I even though you're going to recognize all of the names that are associated with the show, it is going to be a very, very different show. But we want you to be here to experience it. We're all really excited about it, and we can't wait for it. Again, Sunday, December 19th, 4 p.m. Eastern is when that's going down. Again, thanks for hanging out, whether it was for the Video Game Awards or whether it was for watching me do Tower of Zot. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be sending a host out here to Ryoku here in just a moment. He gifted 10 gift subs here tonight, so consider sticking around his stream. That is assuming that you're either farther than him or at least as far as him in the story. So, spoiler warning going out now. I am hosting someone who is playing FF14, and I have no idea where they're at in the story. So, just be forewarned. That's it for me tonight, guys. I will hopefully see you back here around 7 o'clock evening, late afternoon, early evening tomorrow right here on the channel. Have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow.